Alright guys, what is going on? It is a delightful, what, Monday? Tuesday? Monday? Monday! Yeah, it's Monday now. I know what day it is. It's time to get into it. We got some anomalies, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm crazy excited that they're back. It's like, not that trinkets are just boring, but it's nice to have the really random factor back into Battlegrounds. That's kind of crazy to see what people can do. And honestly, I really want to try out something with that mishmash combo again to see if we can use like undeads with it. We need like dragons and undeads. That's my thought for it. We don't need dragons if we can just use undeads, I suppose, but after you refresh 5 times, find the golden monkey. Xyrella would actually be really good for this. Dragons, elementals, murlocs, pirates, and quillboar. Medieval bush. Lovely. Drain damage. I like it. Let's buy a normal one. I'm actually going to freeze that for See the Light will let us get 2. After that we can use, so next turn we can go Molten Rock and Recruit a Trainee. See the Light on Molten Rock, Trainee. And then the turn after that we can go up a tier and get another minion with See the Light. Valen. Medieval Bush, Goomba. Yo! What a lovely name. Alright, not the worst. Next turn, tier up, See the Light again. Again, we got Path of the Treasure Seeker. I feel like a lot of people are going to waste time just refreshing for that. It's kind of dangerous. I'd rather hit like tier 4 before I really start to refresh for that. And even then, if you spend 5 gold refreshing for that in a turn, that's like your whole turn.
You are not out of this yet.
Even once gold is maxed out, unless you're using pirates, which we do have as an option. We can get another Molten Rock in the tavern right now, though.
Your minions really pulled their
No dice, but we can get the pirate. It's not bad. Next turn, we'll have 7 gold. Drain damage. So, started a workout regimen again, and now that the wedding is over, I think you're supposed to technically do it before the wedding, but now that the wedding is over, and we're back from our honeymoon, which, I'm not going to lie, when you're in another country, I feel like the goal should be to eat as much food as humanly possible. I absolutely embrace that, so it would have been kind of sad to do. Oof. Alright. Alright. Without, be kind of sad to do if you had food restrictions on yourself.
fresh recruits for you. You're down a minion and up a goal.
We're either getting a golden monkey or wildfire. That was pretty solid. tier 3, we got the Wildfire. Got those Molten Rocks buffed up a little bit, and the Dragonling will gain 3/3. I think we'll be good on this round. Mixed minions, still tier 2, which means he probably did some refreshes for a Golden Monkey as well. No, he did not. There we go. Not bad. Well, hopefully everyone is having a fantastic start to their week. Monday is always oh so exciting for pretty much all of us. All right, Molten Rock. We can do Wildfire, Molten Rock, Cry Foul. Get a tier 4. Wow, Windfall is pretty fantastic too. And a Botanist for a little extra. That's I would say that's a pretty solid field. I feel like that Molten Rock is just as strong as it would have been anyway, right? Is it a... Yeah, it's a 3/3. It's still a 6/6, even as a triple, with two pledge of peace. She was on 3-round win streaks. Not anymore. Alright, so 6 gold. We got... Ooh. Goblin Wallet. Let's do up a tier, and I'm gonna grab another busker. Get the extra gold for next turn again. We are on... So, he gets his growing collection on turn 8. We're on turn 6, so he's still got 2 more turns for his greater trinket. He tied last round with Starseeker. I want to see what her whole combo is all about that brings her to, like, the tier 4 crazy fast. She just waits for the 14 minions to attack, and then, I don't know, ramps up like crazy. I don't know if anybody has an actual idea of how that works, but I feel like I definitely don't. But we are back on schedule. That being said, now that I'm going to try and push for a little bit more exercise on the regular, I think I'm going to push these streams to 5:30-ish on most days, so I have time to get in a little bit of a workout after work. I have to find some time to put in some, I don't know, personal care. Alright. Tie the round. Blazing Grease Fire. Something again. Let's go up a tier. Sell the Busker. Grab the Grease Fire. And then I'm going to sell the Windfall as well. Elemental's not bad. Careful investment, and we'll just get the Elemental out. Buff him up a little bit more. So we got tier 5. Blazing Grease Fire can buff. I don't know if I want the Crackling Cyclone yet, but was thinking gold value for this elemental, but I think I had another option in there, huh? To actually buff up our grease fire. Yeah, I could have grabbed the glowing cinder. Probably should have. That's my own bad. It's alright. Is what it is. We'll make it work.
You're doing great out there.
Drain damage. Let's see what you got, man. Alright. Easy win. We're on a roll. Get extra gold from the wallet now, and we're tier 5, so hopefully we can get double-ended round effects.
Nice work out.
As well as the amplifying light spawn. Alright, let's grab that. And really need to push for a Drakari if we can. I actually think just refreshing for Drakari is a good idea.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
And Golden Monkey and a high T service. Let's see what we get. No Drakari. But we do have the Golden Monkey, which I can steal the Golden Monkey. Make it a 2/2. Ignition Specialist. I'm actually kind of all about what we got going on here all of a sudden.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
And a Glowing Cinder. Alright, let's do something like this. And we get the Drakari in the tavern for next turn. If I had had a few more seconds, I probably would have like sold off these 2 wildfires for it. It was mildly slow on that one, but alright, 10, no, more than 10. 15. We're good for another round anyway. But our elementals in the tavern need to be ramped up quite a bit.
I've got some fresh
And we lost last round, so not a bad thing. Guiding Candle or Surprise Portrait? I think I'm going to go with the Candle, now that we have the Drakari Enchanter right there. We lost last round. So let's get extra gold, extra gold. Just going to sell off a wildfire.
player. Give down a minion and up a goal.
Let's get the tier 6s. Alright, second Ignition Specialist, which is crazy. Let's grab Ignition Specialist. That is 4 tavern spells every turn now. Or 8, rather. 8 tavern spells every turn.
Get a triple.
Triple on the Ignition Specialist.
Go big or go home.
If we can get the Evoker, which we do not yet. Steal the Monkey. There's the Fireforged Evoker. Alright, we're going to switch to the Dragon setup now. So Wildfire. Just going to make that a 20. Make him a 20/20. And let's get rid of the Glowing Cinder for Nadina.
Here's a gold for the trouble.
Alright, so tavern spells, tavern spells. Now it's just going to be a matter of trying to get a poet. which searching for Poet will give us monkeys. We can grab the extra minions. 8 tavern spells a turn. Shouldn't be too bad to try and find one now. And starting next turn, our dragons are going to be massive. Granted, we do lose this round, so we're going to be staring death in the face. Alright, this round is going to be the round of truth as to whether or not we can win this. We'll do the 2 refresh. We do have extra gold from Goblin Wall. We got 2 extra gold that turn. So now we get... Let's do 2 refreshes.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Elemental of Surprise. I'm going to grab both the Lost Staves, and we're going to do full Tavern of Dragons. Ooh, Conjurer. As well as a prize promo Drake. I'm going to grab that Conjurer. It's going to be a double buff to our Tavern spells. And let's do that one more time. Steal that. We got to make this quick. Another Ignition Specialist. Super unnecessary. Taunt over on her. Hunter of Gatherers. Let's buff all the minions in the Tavern. Conjurer. That Whimsy Drake out. Let's look for a Poet. That could be a Poet. There's the Poet.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
You just don't understand me.
Whimsy Drake. Something like that. I don't know how big. 24-12. I don't know if it's going to be big enough to take anybody out. I think they're going to be quite a bit ahead at this point, so would have needed to drop a few more minions. I just don't think I had enough time. We'll see, though. Medina. Those are 2 2s. Is that all it is? A 2-2? He's double buffing them. Maybe we do win this round. Yeah, okay, we win the round. Maybe we do come out on top here. I actually think Hunter of Gatherers is now going to be the weakest link in our party here.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Alright, let's do Minions in the Tavern, have permanent buffs. Nothing crazy. I'll grab the upper hand just for the next turn. Bristlebach. And we're gonna just work through the hand first. Two Evokers. No freaking way.
Go home, I always say. Oh, you're moving up in the
Party
world.
guest. Another Fireforged Evoker. So we got we got 4 times Evoker buff. Eyes the Earth Mother on Persistent Poet. That's going to be double on him. Steal the Monkey. I'm actually going to sell off probably the Conjurer. It's going to be the least useful out of everything. We need quantity on the field. Ignition Specialist, buff. Buff everything. I'm just gonna freeze that for the, I don't know, all the stuff. We're getting a full hand of Tavern spells now. Honestly, Drakari Enchanter's not even necessary on the field now. We can get rid of that because we have the 2 sets of Ignition Specialists. But we'll see what this guy. His blood gems are 4 3s. 237, 150. Let's see if we can get death on our Nadina. Nope, not before. Perfect. Okay, well, we got the permanent Divine Shield on Ignition Specialist number 2. So I'm not going to let that go to waste. We'll leave him on the field and get rid of the Jakari. But, this is a crazy comeback so far with the Dragons. Let's get rid of Jakari. And we're going to buff everything up. Oh, I should have gone with the other one. So let's do this. Dragon. Sure. Buff minions in the tavern.
That'll do some damage. That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Oh.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance. Life is but a dream. That'll do some damage.
Let's do a different than Evoker. We need another dragon to just slap on the field. That'll give permanent over here. Give him more attack. Buff our dragons. Full field of tavern spells. And we'll just... Ooh, did we get it? I don't think we got it. Yikes! All right. He got a Battlecry comp going. Oh, he did the Battlecry Gem Smuggler. Solid. All right. I don't think we lose alone though. Let's see. No, tied for 4th place. Honestly, we had a really good combo going. 635 on the Ignition Specialist. That was pretty good. The Jazzer kind of forgot that was back in the Quillbore, so I feel like it's kind of a must grab for the Quillbore now for tier 3. It's the first tier 3 buffing, right? It's a long wait time. Long queue. Looks like everyone is just dying to get into battle, or no one's dying to get into Battlegrounds. I don't know. Let's restart that. Seems like a 5 seconds to a minute. Seems a little more spot on. You spend all your gold upgrading the tavern, you may fall behind in early combat, which is what we are super good at doing. So we're looking to stream for it's probably going to be like 2 hours regularly now. Ooh, Lesser Trinket turn 5, Greater on turn 8. We have Beast, Mechs, Naga, Quillbore, and Undead. Undead's Beasts. We got Quillbore, so we can try that out now. Zyrella again. I'll reroll her because we do not want to do that. Kurtrus. Is it Kurtrus or Kurtrus? Let me give it another. Yeah, okay. Kurtrus it is. Kertruce. I'm gonna go with Kertruce. Cretin. Big Kevin.
Hey, my favorite commander is back.
Smork Bigums. Emmerdark. Rock Dog. Full send, Rock Dog. Alright, this is probably the best start. With some extra health and taunt. Beast, Mechs, Naga, Quillbore, and Undead. Honestly, one of the biggest things that Quillbore were lacking was that health, because now they can get the health and the attack starting at turn 3.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Been playing this game. It's kind of the one that I play on my phone when I'm not playing Hearthstone, since I only do it on stream pretty much now. It is another Battleground style game, but you upgrade. When you upgrade the tavern, you get an ability that you earn from playing. And it activates when you tier up. So when you tier up, you get a reward for tiering up. Which is... it's actually a nice touch to the game. Like, it'd be kind of cool. It's like a relic that you choose. But when you load into a game, your hero that you choose has X amount of... I don't know what to say. Like, X amount of options for basically like tribes you could play.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Bristlemane. Why not? No pirates. Unfortunate for the gold. Yeah, so you have so many tribes to choose from, and for each character that you play. So you pick your character ahead of time, and then the tribes you have available, you get 3 tribes to choose from. So it'd be like your tavern is just whatever tribes. It's called like Arcane Battlegrounds or something. I don't know. It's pretty fun. Maybe something I could try and figure out a way to stream on the weekends or something as a bonus stream for you guys. You can see another strategy Battleground style game. Like to say it's not really as in-depth as Battlegrounds is, though. It's simple. The games are a lot faster. And it's actually 16 people. The first 5 rounds are an elimination of half the players.
A defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong. Great! I can bring in more powerful minions now.
I'm going to take the loss on this round for the gold for next turn. That'll give us 9 gold, so we can buy 3 minions and get a bonus one with Glaive Ricochet. Damage cap is 10. We may have tied that round. We probably would have lost it anyway if I had to guess. Not a big deal. 5 damage. We're still above 31. We don't even take 10, so... I think that was worth the gamble. And the only thing we have for... yeah, totally worth it. Yeah, Token of the Old Gods to tier minions up. Boom Bacon.
Good tactical choice.
Only downside is because we picked a trinket that cost gold. Alright. Marquee ticker for extra tavern spells. This Forsaken.
Got it. Second hand.
That is a little bit of everything.
You can turn this around.
Alright. Planar telescope. It's perfect. Man. Talk about freaking unlucky. We could have tied that up easy. And we were handed the loss on that.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Alright, Glow Gullet. Let's get that on the field. So we primarily have Quillbore.
Tear this place apart.
Let's go with Titus. We got a lot of Death Rattle minions here. And we bought one minion so far. Let's buy Alley Cat. Thinking gold value, and then we can do a refresh. Another Glow Gullet, which means we may get a triple on it, which we do. We get a tier 4 minion out of it. Rylak, which would have been really nice if we had another Battlecry minion to work with. Sure. I'll throw it there. I'm going to put something. You know, let's do that. Get the Titus ramped up a little bit. Rylak would work pretty well with the Battlecry Quillbore. So maybe we search for
Still make a comeback.
him again. I wasn't really thinking about that as an option, honestly. Why Titus twice? 5 options, it's Titus twice. There it is. Moonbacon Jazzer. We can put that right next to that Rylak. And let's get the
I like where you're going with this.
Death Rattle one as well. Monstrous Macaw. Let's do Macaw, Jazzer. Thorncaller's not bad either. Just grab it for the time being.
That's what I would have picked.
Keep Taunt on Thorncaller for now. So we'll get the... If we get them attack on Macaw, we'll get 4 increases to our blood gems already for health. If we don't, we just get 2. And then we'll get 2 extra blood gems instead. And we get first attack. There's a lot of health on our blood gems right away. 2 extra blood gems. 1 7s now. Look at that. 4 16s. We're gonna put in some work. Damage, so we're good for this round. We get our greater trinket this turn. Maybe attack on blood gems.
Battle is really raging out there.
Avenge for your blood gems. Give an extra 1/1 this game. Absolutely. We got another glow gullet. So let's do that on her. We're going best stats. We get for tier 5. Bran Bronzebeard. Oh my gosh, we got the Rylak Bran combo. This is kind of a strange way to use the combo, but I'm pretty much all about it. Let's do extra health on Titus again. Tier 4. Grab the Fortify for later. This will happen mid-fight as well. If we get the Macaw to attack first, we'll get 8 increases to our blood gems right away. They're already at 1/7. They'll go up to 1/15s. Yeah, 634s. Unfortunately, can't kill anything. 4-round win streak gone. So our blood gems are +3, +17. Grab another Moonbacon Jazzer. If we can get a triple on that. Get a Strike Oil as well. You know what? Gem Smuggler. And let's buy one more minion. And we can force a triple. Well, we might force triple on the Jazzer. I do think I'm going to get rid of the Macaw. That works. Let's do Macaw, Gem Smuggler, get the buff on everything. Macaw again. Another Gem Smuggler. Do a second Glow Gullet.
Blood gems? What blood gems?
Don't really need a triple on Bran. I think it's going to be kind of like beating a dead horse if we just keep going with Bran. So I'm going to do a refresh. I'll do it that way. I'd rather have another chance of getting another Jazzer.
Turn this around.
Does that have... It does have Wind Fury on it. Well, we get the Death Rattle for 1 extra right away. We just have quantity. Need something to die. There we go. +4, +22 on our blood gems. I think the Macaw's not necessary now. Let's do... We're going against a dead guy. Not even fair. Alright, let's do... Let's give our blood gems 1/1. 1 minion left to buy. Alright, I'm gonna do Rodeo Performer. We'll grab him, maybe get a second copy. Alright, that was worth the shot. Double Battle Cry though. So Telescope, Chef's Choice. Not bad either way. Let's do not a Glow Gullet. And we finally got the Prickly Piper. A second Prickly Piper. And the triple on the Jazzer. I'll just freeze it. And I'm going to give Taunt on that Piper. We'll get the triple on the Jazzer next turn. And we're just going to let these keep growing. If we can make these big enough, all we'll need is the Glow Gullets. Really, he just sold everything and quit, huh? Well, that's sad for us.
Your minions really pulled their weight. A good tactical choice.
There's one minion. Another Glow Gullet. Bonker. See if we can get a triple on the second Glow Gullet. Alright, so we got 2 Glow Gullet triples. I'm just going to see what we get from that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's give attack over here.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Yeah, definitely feeling overconfident. Double Battle Cry, double +2 health on our blood gems. +5, +27. I feel like the second Prickly Piper isn't a bad idea. I mean, 27 health on a blood gem is a ton. Right now, we'll only gain 2 attack every... Well, that calligraphy set too. Maybe we just keep it the way it is. If we can get a triple on Prickly Piper, we can drop the Rodeo Performer, get some extra Tavern spells, and then that may be the time we get rid of Bran. But we don't have to worry about one-shots from Venomous. Not really. I mean, Naga. 2 Naga players. But oh, and he's got the Curator sticker. I want it. Curator sticker with undeads. Let's see what he's got going. One shot, one shot, one shot with a reborn for another one shot. That works out. If we can hit that. We don't. Okay. Obviously that happens. I'm not surprised. You know what? We tie the round. Get a second set on the calligraphy.
Battle is really raging
1046 on our blood gems now. Plus 10, plus 46.
Hire one of these recruits.
Another glow gullet. Honestly, maxing out how many glow gullets we have is just going to make us stronger and stronger. I think Brand's kind of overstayed his welcome, maybe at this point.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I'd really like the triple on the Prickly Piper first. Prickly Piper triple! Could not have asked for that to go better.
Come on down.
Double battle cry. Careful investment. Plus 46 health on blood gems right now. And another fearless foodie. What do you guys think of this match so far? Again, our blood gems are at plus 10, plus 46. Now they're at plus 14, plus 46. Now they're at a whole lot higher than that. Plus 14, plus 50. Absolutely a quantity over quality. Well, I mean, plus 17, plus 65 on our blood gems. And I think we're just shy of, yep, just shy of killing him. He's lucky we weren't a hair stronger.
Your minions really pulled their weight. A good tactical choice.
I'm gonna let's do tier 6 on him. Hawkstrider Herald. Could get rid of the Rylak Moonjazzer combo. Use another Glow Gullet. Let's see what we get from refreshing. Get one more minion. Maybe worth grabbing. Honestly, Bonker's pretty good too. Yeah, 65 health I think is more than enough for the game. An extra 1/1. Let's grab. You know what? I'm gonna do one more refresh. See what we get. 2 more refreshes. See what we get. Grab that just to get the 3rd minion. Another foodie. Another Glow Gullet.
I think you can win this.
Right now we're just getting the one Prickly Piper. Just proc that so many times. $32.68. Just base little guys. This guy's going quantity and just has 1 strong internal knight, which is fine with us. That's his whole field growth, and yeah, 66 138s. The more he kills, the better off we are. Plus 33, plus 69 on our blood gems right now. We're tier 5. We're tier 4 still. So let's get a tier 5. Hopefully that's not what we wanted at all. Alright, we need what do we need? Tier 5. We need not any of those. We need a 3 low quill bore.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Damage cap is gone. We're going against mechs. No idea what this is gonna look like. It's only 2 blood gems on the minions that are played, though. 3 little Quillbore would make this, would totally end this game for them. I had to give it a shot for one more. No dice, though, so let's do...
Tear this place apart.
something like that. I don't know.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Alright. Come on. Thank you. Needed something to die before he got killed. Perfect. A little less perfect on that. He is dead, though. We don't lose. 14 damage. And that brought our blood gems up to 4573. 3 little Quillbore. That's literally all we need. And we will, like, win this whole thing. But if we don't get 3 little Quillbore, I think we're pretty much dead in the water. How about discover a death rattle minion? Discover a death rattle minion. Come on, 3 little Quillbore. Oh boy. Not good. Come on, last shot. Corrupted Bristler. That does not help us. However, can do... The Tunnel Blaster's not bad. We can drop the Glow Gullet at the same time. Let's do that. I don't want it to kill it. I don't want it to trigger twice. Maybe I did. He's going with straight Venomous for it. Interesting. 110, 150. And they did just get a little stronger. Hey, was not a bad match at all. One 3-low Quillbore, and we'd have been so freaking strong. Plus 57, plus 77 on the blood gems by the end of that match. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick breather here. I got to run to the bathroom. So, we'll be back in like 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I was thinking about it, and in hindsight, we probably could have used the Gem Smuggler ability, which is the battle cry to play blood gems, and just utilize that with Rylak. Would have had to keep him on the field, though. It's kind of like a little bit of a space issue. Not the end of the world, but... Ooh, alright, what do we got? Demons, Elementals, Mechs, Murlocs, and Naga. I'm almost thinking Raynor. Sexy puppet. Nice. What even does that mean? Sneezy Dwarf. Death Knight Sun. That. Us. Smocky. Phantom Gazer. Sexy puppet. I want the health.
Don't tell the others.
I'm gonna ramp up this battle cruiser a little bit.
Pick yourself back up.
Health. Attack. Hopefully we get another 1 cost. We do not, but we can just give him some more attack. Turn 2, we got a 10-7 with the Yamato Cannon. Kind of more valuable than 2 minions, I would say. And we got the Scout to just build up to tier 6. Obviously, we're going to try and do mechs to counter the Murlocs especially. I feel like a lot of people are going to go for the obnoxious Murloc build. I don't know why people play ETC. -4 health.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
What you got, Kurtrus? Kurtrus. If we can ramp up to tier 6 quickly for Battle Cruiser 2, that'd be pretty sweet.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
7 attack to Battle Cruiser. Is it worth 3 health for 7 attack? Kind of feel like it is. Just for the extra It's a lot of attack right now. We got a 21-7 on turn 3. Murlocs, we have the crappy Yamato cannon. We also need to hit tier 3. I think tier 3 is the earliest you can get. I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to go on hopes and dreams here. Battle cruiser? Yeah, battle cruiser. Nope, that's a picture.
You're good at this.
Seven health? Absolutely. We can do the... I'm just gonna grab Tad for the gold value for next turn. Mixed minions. I think we'll be alright. Raynor Battlegrounds, I think? Maybe? I don't know. That says round. Raptor Battlegrounds. Is there a list of his? Jeez. I don't think that's Battlegrounds. There we go. Cool. So his first, the Yamato cannon. Wow, we lost the round. Not by much though. So tier 4 is what we need for the free battleground, or the free upgrade to our spaceship every turn. Tier 3. Strike oil. Let's do a refresh so we get 9 health to our battle cruiser. I will absolutely sell Tad for that.
I like where you're going with this.
And then next turn, we can sell our Patient Scout. 2 tier 6s for mechs. Honestly, I'm going to save that Robust Evolution. If our 2 options for mechs are terrible, we'll slap Robust well, if one of the options gives us 3 really bad options, we can at least use the Robust Evolution to make it a different tier 6. We'll just pick the one with the best stats and just go on hopes and dreams for the roll.
You're doing great out there.
Perfect. Let's hit. Hits, and it's a tie. Ties are good. We have a quitter. Ooh, ornate clock for nothing. Absolutely. Sell off that Patient Scout. Terrible options for us. So let's go with the Fellbat. Really, another Fellbat? What do I do with that? We got terrible options.
I like where you're going with this.
Arid Atrocity is not bad though. I'm pretty content with that. And extra health for our battle cruiser. Also good with that. So we got an Elemental and a Murloc we can use right away before our Arid Atrocity dies. At least. Plus the battle cruiser. If we could get Taunt on it, not be a bad idea either. But now that we are tier 4, we can start to get the whatever that thing is called, the free upgrade every turn. I want Raynor to be good. I just feel like he's not where he needs to be strong.
momentum, friend.
I feel like you can do really well with him if you like high roll like crazy. Other than that, it's very hard to do well with him. Merit atrocity for him as well. Lost to the one golem. We're still above 31. We're at 31. Still above 30.
Battle is really raging out there.
4 gold. After you play an elemental, gain a free refresh. That's pretty freaking cool. But I think I'm going to go with gold instead.
Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
A Bran and a smart servo for another 16 health. I mean, we can kind of rock the Reckless Cliff Diver Bran. Elementals max. We could do some sort of end of round battle cry and Murloc. Once we're tier 6, just kind of leave the battle cruiser over there for fun. We can ramp up faster than everybody else just because of the extra gold, though. Why is this such a big parched wanderer? I'll bubble up on him. Finally, another Yamato cannon. So that's nice. Yamato cannon, Kangor's Apprentice. Does this summon exact copies if this has the exact copies? I'm gonna try it. 16 health. Let's sell Sand Swirler. I'm gonna go up a tier. Grab the servo.
Now we're in business.
Give that buffed up Yamato cannon. I think I'm just gonna play this and sell it for a refresh. 22 attack. Not gonna lie, I think that 22 attack is better than something like that. Max. We're tier 6 already. Tier 6, we have 15 gold to work with. Why 50? Oh, why 15? Oh, we had the one strike oil early on. So 15 gold to work with. We still need the free battle cruiser spell every turn. Minimum damage, 6 again. Still above 15. Is this the turn that we ramp up like crazy? We need the spell to test out this Kangor's Apprentice. That's the kind of the big. Ooh, hey, look at that! 4 free refreshes, and there it is. Advanced construction, and we still get all those free refreshes from that. Reborn with full enchantments. There it is. We got the battle cruiser exactly where we want him. Gotta get taunt on him, but shouldn't be Too bad. Let's use that. Let's do 2 tier 6. 2 tier 5s. Another brand. You know, we'll grab brand for fun. Why not? Wind Fury would have been good on him too. More attack. And another Yamato cannon. Syllabus.
When does the real fight start?
Just want taunt on that. A full field of mechs wouldn't be bad next turn.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Get the Yamato cannon. Really need taunt on him. Let's get a triple on Bran. We got 15 gold, triple on Bran, and let's ramp this battle cruiser up even more. 22 more attack. Another Syllabus as well. Could use the auto assembler with him. And the Fortify gives us the taunt. Let's do full field of mechs. Dr. Boom. Syllabus. See what this gives us.
That'll do some damage.
The auto assembler. Get 2 extra minions. We got Wind Fury on him now. And Divine Shield. So he's got every buff we could possibly get on him. Aside from being able to buff up what he can do to our other minions. And another Yamato cannon. $22 more health. 135, 114. He's got the Reborn, comes back with all of his stats. We got all these minions in between. You know, I don't want to drop the brand yet. I don't want to have to get rid of it. I think we made Raynor work.
The drink to a death knight. It flows over right in his hands.
Alright, it's dead. Comes back all the same. She's out. Right off the bat, we get a W. I am all about that. Alright, Battlecruiser comp. I still don't know if it works with Kangor's Apprentice.
Minions really pulled their weight.
See if we can get another brand from the high T service, maybe. Another Yamato cannon. Tavern spells. We're not really doing a tavern spell setup. More attack. We'll do the rodeo performer though. Speaking of tavern spells. End of your turn, get a random magnetic mech. Make your battle cruiser's Yamato cannon trigger twice. Did not know that that was even a thing. Well, we're going to freeze it and grab the tavern coin for next turn. We're guaranteed to live through this round. If we can just ramp up that Yamato cannon like crazy. Another Dr. Boom. Yeah. He is staring death in the face. Alright, Missile Pod is free instead of 5 gold. Got Planar Telescope. High T Service, see if we can get that brand. No dice. We do get another Advanced Ballistics. Really? Naga is our primary right now? I did not know that. It's my own fault. Yamato cannons, 4 days. That does actually make sense. We literally only have 1 mech on the field. Another Yamato cannon and a Mecha Jiraxis.
That'll do some damage.
Maybe we just keep the Dagger Spine Thrashers going. Silivas triple. Tier 6, what do we got? Another Silivas. That is excessive. More gold, more gold. That means we can buy that and that. Mono cannon. I don't know what a gold battle cruiser does. If anything. It wins, that's for sure. 240, 144 gold battle cruiser. This might be like our first really good Raynor match. Probably ever. The strange mix of Naga. I'm just gonna grab the Thrasher to get the triple.
When does the real fight start?
What do we got? What do we got? Time management. Stats. Planar Telescope. You know what? We'll do this arena. It's time to get rid of one of those. And can definitely ramp up some tavern spells with this. I thought about using more auto assemblers, but I don't really want to fill the field with auto assemblers. Actually seems like a bad idea. Another Yamato cannon. And we'll just do... Start a next turn. There are still 5 of us left. If he ramps up a little bit, I'll use Channel Devourer on him. 328. If we can get 197 Yamato cannon triggered twice. So right off the bat, break the Divine Shield. Oh no! Okay, well we're gonna have to clear out a spot on the field. That kind of sucks. We will find out now if we get the... Nope, we don't even get the ramped up. So Kangor's Apprentice can go. That was part of the strategy we were trying to figure out. And Kangor's Apprentice is lame. So everybody knows. It does not work, despite this having all the buffs. It does not summon it back with the buffs.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Let's do... What do we got? Yeah, why not? I guess we'll grab the Rickety just in case. Another Yamato cannon. I'm gonna grab that Leroy. I'm gonna go for some one-shots with everything. You know what? Why not? Do...
Come on down. I didn't like that one either. Here's a goal for the trouble. Keep up the momentum, friend.
Ooh. Looks like we may lose this round. We do. And that's it for us. Not bad. Probably needed one other strong minion, but I think we did a pretty good job with Raynor. We came in top 4. A win's a win. Managed a win with Raynor, and I think that in and of itself is impressive. I don't think Raynor is very good, personally. It is still quite early tonight. We got at least 2 matches left in us today. Greater Pouches on turn 6 and turn 9. Buy your Greater Trinket. There's no lessers. And a Sire Denathrius game. It is the rule. Dino Tamer's cool, but Sire Denathrius is the rule. And that's my rhyme. So, sorry about that. The best part is he's it's like a, I don't know, the whole like beach body elemental thing. Rob. Play 7 Battlecry minions, 3 tavern spells every single turn. I'm all about that. Let's get 7 Battlecry minions and get a bunch of free tavern spells. Last time we used this, we got it done really quick on turn 3. And those tavern spells won us the game by far. Actually, we had a perfect game last time we had this. Battlecry, Battlecry. Omniseer, coin, sell the Omniseer, grab the Bubble Gunner, Battlecry number 2, and a Venomous. I don't even know what's in the game. Beasts, Demons, Elementals, Murlocs, and Undeads. A lot of early game Battlecries. Elementals, Murlocs. Undeads does not. And Demons. So we got 3 types of minions with Battlecries in the mix. We should be able to get this by turn 4, I would say. This turn we can buy one, sell one. Turn after we can buy one and buy one. If we're fortunate enough to just get Battlecries in the tavern. Which we got a Battlecry. Just do a refresh. No dice. That's one Battlecry. I could save it in there. I'll let it refresh. Drank way too much liquid. I worked out, so I chugged a bunch of water, and it is running through me. Real life problems. This is going to be the first time we've had a double greater trinket game. This is actually going to be exciting. It's going to be based on what we've got on the field, so I would prefer if it were not demons by the time that comes around. But if it happens, it happens. 3 Battlecry minions left. Alright, Picky Eater triple. This could be what we needed. If we get another Battlecry tier 2. Which we do not. We do get a Patient Scout though, and I think that is worth holding on to. Alley Cat. You know what, I'm going to freeze the tavern and go to tier 2. That's the other 2 Battlecries that we need, so starting next turn. Technically, could have sold Patient Scout. Could have finished it this turn. Still could, but now that I went up a tier, it's too much gold spent. Could have sold Patient Scout. Discovered a tier 1 minion, probably. That's the 7. Now, next turn, we'll get 3 tavern spells. I think that's more worth. I think that's worthwhile. Get the tavern spells while we can. Right away. We hit the... Sweet, we tie the round anyway. Tie the round to get the 3 tavern spells. We still have not lost a round yet. Minions in the tavern are buffed. And now we can start to ramp up. We got 2 of everything. 2 beasts, 2 demons, 2 elementals. So it's kind of anyone's game as far as what the greater trinket is. that's going to be a decent absorb anyway. Might not be a bad idea to freeze this. It's going to absorb 1. There's only going to be the 1 Wrathweaver, but if the demon, if a demon trinket shows up and we can utilize the other Wrathweaver, might not be a bad idea. If not, yeah, never mind. I really don't want to play demons.
I think you can win this thing.
Ticketus is on a 2-round win streak. Not against us. And we're gonna dominate this game with Denathrius now that we have the stash again. What, turn 4 stash?
You're good at this.
Ooh, Curator sticker. There are undeads. I very much want to try this combo out with the undeads. Let's grab a careful investment too. So careful investment. 2, 3. We need to start ramping up undeads though. Death Swarmer and a Strike Oil. Let's do Strike Oil. Maybe we can steal the Death Swarmer. What were the chances of that? We stole the Death Swarmer right away. So we're gonna need Kel'Thuzad is the goal. We're gonna do an Amalgam Mishmash. Kel'Thuzad to destroy the Amalgam and summon him back, and every time that happens, the Mishmash gains, theoretically, assuming it works the same way as the, what's his name, Terran Gorfien's hero power does, where it kills him and summons him back. If it works the exact same way, Mishmash gains the stats the Amalgam gain when it's summoned every time. So if we buff the Amalgam and summon an exact copy and buff it up, Mishmash is going to gain those stats every single turn.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
If we're fortunate enough to get the Greater Trinket to be another Curator sticker, and we can do like KT in the middle of 2 Amalgams, and just double buff both the Mishmashes, that would be nuts too. Or I don't know what Greater Trinkets are available right now, to be honest.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Do we have space for... We just need 1 KT next to the Amalgam. And then we can have a free field otherwise. So we could do a Cadaver Caretaker and an Oversummon comp. Another Nerubian. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just save the hand. This guy got Bob's Tip Jar. Two more turns, 3 more Tavern spells. This has a lot of potential. No dragons, so we have to do it with undeads, and it shouldn't be too hard. If this works out, it's gonna be hopefully some absolutely insane scaling. So we need Cadaver Caretaker triple, Titus Rivendare, which this guy has 2 of, so that does not give me the warm fuzzies as far as getting a Titus. I do, however, have the warm fuzzies about absolutely destroying him. He's in kill range now for everyone. Easy kill range too. If he loses a round, he's out. So I'm all about that. That'll give us the potential for those Titus Rivendare back. Tier 5. So we need Catacomb Crasher. There's the taunt that we need for the Caretaker. We got the Nerubian. So let's sell. Do some refresh. Spirit Walker.
Down a minion and up a goal.
Little brick of love.
Death is not the end.
Get rid of the Cyclone for
The first crit.
the Nerubian now. We got one more refresh. Nothing crazy. We need tier 6 for KT. Greater Trinket could also give us 2 tier 6 minions, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad choice. 2 tier 6 minions with 2020. I do know that that is one of the options.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Honestly, I don't know if duplicate options are even a possibility. Alright, we tie.
I've got some
He
fresh
lost a round and survived. Faceless Manipulator. That was one of the ones I was saying I would love to take. We're gonna go Faceless Manipulator. Let's get a copy of Catacomb Crasher.
hire one of these recruits.
Blanchy would be good too.
Go big or go home.
We need Catacomb Crasher. Undeads. Let's get not great. That works.
I got it. Second hand.
Not what we wanted, but it's okay.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. I am the first crit.
Double mishmash. Every time one of these dies, it gives us to both of our mishmash permanently. It does it twice. Maybe. Maybe it only does it once. If it's out of combat. The longer we don't get the Catacomb Crasher, a higher chance we're going to have to fail.
You can stay on top.
And he's still in, he's still in. So they have the Titus Rivendare on lockdown right now, which I don't like. KT is more important, honestly. But guy's just like he's taking himself out. He's still in. Cry minion. Nerubian triple. Got gold. Let's grab the triple. Maybe we get KT. Normally I'd hate to get KT. Now I really want it. No such luck. I
don't cry much.
Put her at the end. I'm gonna run to the bathroom while this ticks down the timer.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
How we doing? Oh, it does not look super good. Doesn't look the worst it could, but definitely doesn't look amazing. 15 for sure. Well, you know what? If we don't take damage before the damage we take is 15, I'm kind of okay with that. Another Blanchy. Alright. Full Tavern of Undeads. Let's go. We got the Reborn. On the Amalgam, it's not a bad idea. Let's get rid of her. We do armor to get back up over the threshold there. Refreshing Anomaly for a couple freebies. I think we do Mawcaster. And hit the Blanchy with it. Another Cadaver. That's good for the triple. So our field, theoretically, will be Gold Cadaver. Gold Cadaver. Catacomb. Titus. Amalgam. KT. Double Mishmash. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay. Gold Caretaker. We can get KT right now. We got KT. Okay. So let's get rid of the Maw. Get KT down. Titus or Catacomb. Either one right now would be amazing. I don't know why I'm just doing that for free refreshes, but... Come on, Titus or Catacomb. We got the Titus Rivendare. The only thing we need now is Catacomb Crasher. So let's see if KT does the absorb and those buff them up by a little bit. Why only a little bit? I don't know why only a little bit. We'll find that out, I guess. Maybe it's by what they were buffed up to begin with. They did the same. Mishmash. Alright, 15.
The battle is really raging out there.
No Catacomb. No Catacomb. Do get a Party Ghast, which isn't terrible. Catacomb Crasher is the absolute key to this entire thing working. But Armor Stash does give us till next turn to try and get it. And we can use Party Guest. Double Death Rattle on Party Guest would be good. No, why not? If we get it next turn, great. If we don't, well, it's not really going to work. But Cadaver Caretaker, we tried. Needed to get the Crasher this turn, I think, to make this work. Unless we somehow win this round. But he's got an Arcane Behemoth. He's been powering up his minions like crazy. A win, a loss, and then a win. He lost against the guy that died. Granted, he died to Panda Boy, who's on a roll right now. Oh yeah, he's huge. Absolutely massive. Alright, we're at 1 HP. And I think damage cap's probably gone now. No. 5 of us left. And we're going against the dead guy. That does bode well. Come on. Catacomb Crasher. It's all we need. Again, if we don't get it, I think we're a little dead in the water. I wonder what that does on Mishmash. And I don't think we're going to get to figure it out. It's very sad indeed. Couple Noizools. It was like everything that we like put all of the things that we wanted onto the field when we wanted them. I was like, need a gold caretaker and a Titus or a catacomb. That missing catacomb though is going to be the death of us for sure. Honestly, he may have just all the catacomb that we needed. I was only get a tiny buff from that. Outside of combat. I think it's only the permanent buffs, which, again, the... Minions are decently big. Which I think just means that we're gonna die. Yep, that's it. Yeah, we need a Catacomb Crasher. Even that turn, I think Catacomb Crasher would have given us the win. But it was such a good setup for it too. Like, everything we needed, but 3 turns of refreshes without Catacomb Crasher. Doomed. Still a win. It was still a good game. We tied for what, 3rd? But that would have been so good. So good. Alright, we got one more game tonight in the tank. Like I said, the normal stream time is probably going to be about 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours on weekdays, and then hopefully I can still do a long one on the weekends. Greater Pouch again. Alright. Beasts, Demons, Mechs, Pirates, and Quilboar. N'Zoth. Hogger for Pirates. If we do Pirate Beast, Captain Hogger will help us ramp that up. Might not work, but I'm willing to give it a shot. 2 greater trinkets. A lot of potential with the Pirates.
Are you ready?
Yeah, right off the bat. Let's do... Busker. And hopefully we can steal the Laureate. Yeah, I wanted the Laureate, but I wanted the extra gold next turn. That worked out perfectly. Granted, we had a 50-50 shot at it, but Laureate is an excellent turn 1 minion. For that exact reason. Ventix.
You're good at this.
Trying to think of turn 2s that are worth grabbing that are, I mean, tier 2s for Pirates that are worth grabbing. Honestly, Free Dealing Gambler's awesome, especially with Hogger for the gold value. As much as I'd like to keep the Glow Gullet, it's super strong early game. Wow. What a man. Surfing Silvar, it's going to give us that extra gold. And let's grab... He had what? 2... He had 2 Buzzing Vermins anyway. Let's do a refresh. See what we get. Just grab the Buzzing Vermin. I was going to grab Buzzing Vermin anyway, so might as well see what we got on the refresh for a freeze. Let's see, we are 3 turns away, well 2 turns after this one, to Greater Trinket. We got Pirate Majority right now. Again, not sure what we're going to get for Pirate Trinkets. What is he doing? Tier 3. Well, he went for the tier 3, so he can take 5 damage max. It's not terrible. Alright, first mate, extra gold, refresh.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
And we got the Glow Gullet anyway. Rafam, the Supreme Archaeologist. Actually makes me want to do that. If he does do I'll take that, I'd rather him get a Vermin than a Glow Gullet. Or anything else here, honestly. He's got primarily Beasts. So I guess Glow Gullet's good for him. I mean, Buzzing Vermin rather, not Glow Gullet. No, didn't use the ability anyway. It's dead. And we win the round. Perfect. One more turn to Greater Trinket, right? Yeah.
Your minions really pulled their
Another Laureate. Yeah, let's go up a tier. Up a tier, and we can buy a pirate with the extra gold and go up a tier again next turn. Maybe. Depends on what we get for a Greater Trinket. Let's see. What pirate Greater Trinket options do I want? Oh, pirates. Greater Trinkets. Whenever you buy a pirate, buff them. Or whenever you spend gold, buff pirates. Still have never seen the Grifter's Portrait. Shark Cannon wouldn't be bad to get this early on. Start ramping it up like crazy. We're on a killer win streak right now. Alright, what do we got? After you buy a card, give 2 random friendly minions 4/4. After you cast a random tavern spell. Wait, you cast a random tavern spell for each different friendly minion at the start of each turn. Repeat this. Gross. Let's go with the leather pouch. Tier 4. Try our hand at the overconfidence. Don't know how well it's going to work, but we did just buff up our minions a little bit. They're tier 4. They have pirates. They also went with the Kodo leather pouch. Does not give me the warm fuzzies. Probably got some laureates on the field as well. I wonder how effective, if you got like double Kodo leather pouch or something, then you just ramped gold and bought things. Actually, if we can pull off the pirate comp correctly with Kodo leather pouch, he got the pouch this turn as well. I don't know if he just went to tier 4 or not. I assume he did, because we ramped tier 4 pretty freaking fast. We'll find out. See what you got, Sour Fang.
You're doing great out there.
Honestly, this field is really bad. Ours is way better. Meh. Takes 1 less damage. 1 less than cap. Alright.
You're good at this.
No pirates. We need a free-dealing gambler. Or not free-dealing gambler. I know what I mean when I say the wrong thing every single time. Doubloon Grifter.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Alright, let's do that.
Not the end.
There it is, Doubloon Grifter and a Gold Grubber. Okay. That is kind of a recipe for success. Let's sell off everything else. Yeah, Greedy Headhunter. I do want that. So, Doubloon Grifter,
Rather than squander.
another Silvar, and Gold Grubber. For now. I'm gonna end up getting rid of the gold grubber eventually, but actually because of that, let's do it like that. Might even get rid of the gold grubber before I grab that headhunter. I don't know. Jeez. Oh, he's got the all-purpose kibble. I was like, how is he getting so freaking strong? That actually makes a lot of sense. And is kind of obnoxious. Okay. Good to know. Well, let's just ramp up gold. Buy pirates, ramp gold. Steal pirates, ramp more gold. Buy and steal pirates. Another laureate with the rascal. Extra gold value. We got 1 extra gold and 3 extra gold from the thieving, or 4 extra gold from thieving rascal. So we'll have 15 gold next turn. Plus the greater trinket's gonna pop, so it's kind of the perfect time to get that. If we can get every time we spend gold, we buff. I think it's 1 or 2 pirates. Would also work well with the Kodo leather pouch, and then we can just cycle with Grifter, thieving rascal. Honestly, the 2 serving Sylvars would just be kind of icing on the cake, but unnecessary. Drust wouldn't be bad, but also would be kind of unnecessary with the other combo. At that point, we're just buffing our minions like crazy. And the ones with Divine Shield will just get massive. Speaking of Drust, holy crap. Talk about freaking ramping up. And we win, but not by much. Okay.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
When you spend gold, give a friendly pirate 4/5. We did get it. Do we do Bob's Tip Jar instead? Do we do Portable Factory? Let's do the Booty Bay Brew. I think it's kind of too good to pass up. So every time we spend gold, that includes refreshes. Performer, Strike Oil, perfect. Let's go with the Enchanted Lasso. We'll do a refresh. Another Enchanted.
Not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. Go ahead and hire one of these.
Sweet.
The odds are in my favor.
What's going on out here?
Another Laureate and a Blade Collector. That feels pretty decent. $13 max gold now. Thieving Rascal will give us 6 extra gold come next turn. This Laureate spot's going to be the interchangeable one, I think. Well, honestly, Surfing Silver is not a great target for all the buffs. I'm not going to keep it on the field forever. It doesn't have Divine Shield either. Rivendare, Compass. Alright. Damage cap's 15, so we are staring death in the face. Gunpowder Courier, Lovesick. We have 19 gold. We buy both. Let's get rid of the. Let's get rid of the surfing Solvar. That way we can just buff up our minions with the Divine Shield. Alright, 2 more Lovesick Balladus. That works out pretty well. Do one there, get the triple. That's gonna give a bunch on the Grifter. Laureate, gold refunded. Another Freedom Gambler. Another Laureate and another Chef's Choice.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Ooh, another Busker. And I'll grab the contract. We got plus 80 to health. Use it on that one so that we have a second decent sized minion. Sure, 3 local boar. Just gonna keep it despite the fact that I didn't get it in that one game we needed it. Got the win. 15 damage. It's kind of working. Not necessarily as well as I was hoping, but we got 23 gold to work with here. You know what? No, it's not worth it. That is kind of worth it. So we can do... Ooh. Doubloon Grifter doubles our power. Essentially. Gold Grubber's freaking lame. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of 3 local boar. Alright, that works. Don't have another gold minion to drop. Yes, we do. We have a Laureate. Alright, 118, 172, 147, 150. The other minions are pretty big too. Got quite a few buffs between the pouch and the brew. I mean, we absorbed the blow. but that's still gonna be. Yeah, we still got rocked by that. Not by much. We were doing pretty good. Tie for 4th place. I think we tied with 2 other people though. So yeah, 27 down. We tied with 2 people. All right, guys, that is gonna be the last match of the night. But we'll be here again tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern Standard. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed the stream, definitely subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss when we go live. Video drops are gonna start happening again starting tomorrow morning, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Again, notifications. And if you like the video, just hit like. You guys know the whole 9 for YouTube. Let's be honest. Anyway, hopefully you guys have a great night. It's Monday, so it's a long week, so hopefully I can make it a little more enjoyable for you guys. With that, I will see everybody in the next one. Have a great night, and peace.